So I wanted to try chickpeas. I've been doing lentils, and I like lentils, but then I was like, whoa, wait a second. The thing I really like are chickpeas. And I'd always not confuse them, basically. I'd confuse them, but that was my fault because they're two separate things, right? Lentils are small and chickpeas are larger. So we're gonna fry up some chickpeas for dinner, and it's gonna have a nice olive oil and shallot garlic base. And I'm gonna make a little yogurt thing that I saw. It's on Rainbow Plant Life, I believe, is the creator's channel. I was watching it again this morning because I want to make sure I do it right. And of course, I don't have it queued up because that would be something a good YouTuber would do.
Kind of nestle into.
Yeah.
Beans, most of which are pantry staples. This dish
So
honestly tastes better than most meals you'd get at a restaurant. You're going to start by grabbing a can of chickpeas.
we're gonna do that.
And then
This is Rainbow Plant Life. I'm gonna follow the recipe for the most part. I don't think I'm gonna deviate too much from it because I just want to try it out. I'm gonna go ahead and open my can of chickpeas and start draining them. My wife has made this really delicious salad and she uses this brand of chickpea. So I'm gonna do the same. So the first thing we want to do is drain. I'm just gonna get all this liquid out. We want them as dry as we can. So I'm gonna go grab a clean dish towel and a couple of paper towels. And I'm going to get these as dry as possible, and then we'll start chopping up our other goodies. I've used these panko breadcrumbs before. I like them, they work really well. The only problem with this is I was going over the video again just to make sure, and she says, take some, and I'm like, I'm a little iffy on the whole some. Give me a number, please. I do the same thing, so I can't criticize too much, but yeah. I'm just gonna use a cup of breadcrumbs of these pankos. I think there's like a third of a cup, and there's 8, so 3. Let's do that. Let's do a cup. A cup of this with 2 tablespoons of olive oil and brown it. Okay, I've got a hot pan, medium heat. I'm gonna take it a little bit down. Medium low. Do about 2 tablespoons of oil here. Yes, I know that was 2 tablespoons. Thanks for asking. So we got our olive oil. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna do a cup of panko. I like panko, so not a big deal. So we're gonna cook these suckers up for about 2 to 4 minutes until they start turning brown. If I had it clean, hold on. Ooh. Olive oil. Is it already brown? Please don't tell me. Okay. This is the first time trying this. This is my dinner. It's a Sunday night, and I just wanted to try this out for dinner. Wanted to have something light. And like this, a can of chickpeas is like not very cheap relatively anymore. Everything's gone so expensive. because food is incredibly political. Oh, I don't like politics. I don't like, well, too bad. The panko is like, the can was like $2.50. The oh, we're almost ready. The panko was like 3 something. Olive oil and a lemon and everything. It's still cheaper than Uber Eats, because what I've been doing a lot, and way too much, is ordering from getting a burger or something like that, and then you end up spending like $30 for a burger, and not even like a high quality burger. Not that Whataburger isn't good, but you know. So I think this stuff's already ready. So I'm gonna add my parsley and my lemon zest. So I took about a half a lemon zest and a good 1.5 to 2 inches of parsley and just diced it. And that lemon zest really brightens the smell. So I'm just going to constantly stir for the next minute, 90 seconds or so, and this part's done. She was not kidding when she said it goes quick. That's nice. Very little prep. The dicing of the parsley took about 90 seconds. The zesting of the lemon was like maybe 30 seconds, maybe. So we're almost done with the first part. Smells nice. That lemon zest ain't kidding around. I like that. Okay. I think that's it. So we're done with the first part. Looks good, smells really nice. Let's get on to our next step. Check to make sure you have a lemon zester. I realized I was like, I don't have a lemon zest. You see how much I used? Around 80% of that lemon. Here are my chickpeas right there. I'm drying them out in a clean kitchen towel. I was like, what's that green stuff? It's on the knife. I just gonna cut this sucker up. She cut them in like really pretty uniform like circles basically, right? So what I'm going to do is use my mandolin. I got that mandolin like a couple of years ago now, and it is the kitchen tool to have. If you don't want to invest too much in kitchen tools, I get it. Make sure you have a good knife if nothing else. But having a mandolin is key, I feel. Especially if you want to do a lot of veggies, mandolin. So that way, you have even cuts and it'll cook really nice that way. See that? Looks beautiful, works really well. Oops. This is a shallot, and it does burn my eyes like the devil. Thank you, mandolin. But look at this guy. Perfect little thing. So we're in good shape there. Go back to our pan. All right, we've got shimmering oil here. So let's go ahead and add our shallots. Oh yeah, perfect. Olive oil and shallots, can't beat that. Got it over medium heat, not a problem. Let's cook these for like 2 to 3 minutes. Just want to start getting them a tiny bit of color on them, not much, because we got to do our chickpeas after this. So let them sit for a moment. Lost one, not a big deal. All right. She was not joking when she said it will start to smell good, because it does. I'm gonna add another little pinch of salt, probably another 1/8 of a teaspoon. Not much, you don't need much. And freshly ground pepper. If you can do freshly ground pepper, you do freshly ground pepper, because that's just the way to go. Okay. And she also said smashed garlic, so I'm putting in 4 cloves because these are kind of small. Oops, there's a little bit of paper on that one, not a problem. Okay. Garlic and olive oil. Come on. Don't drop stuff on the ground, because then you'll just be making a mess. You got to clean up on your own. Don't do that. So, I don't know, I need to look in the edit what I'm doing here, but these have been going for about 2 minutes now. Pepper, smashed garlic, our chickpeas, of course, mixed in with our shallots. And let's go ahead and add another teaspoon, half a tablespoon of olive oil. So we want them to be nice and crispy, because that's the whole point of this. Get these suckers nice and hot. The creator used a vegan yogurt. I don't have that on me, but I do have plain Greek yogurt. So let's give a nice heaping 2 spoonfuls. That's, again, I should have looked at the recipe, but it's just me eating this, so I'll just make as much as I need. I have lemon zest. Let's take our smaller, some lemon juice. In the background, you hear the popping of our stuff going. Let me go ahead and stir it while I'm back over here getting my salt. My shallots are really starting to caramelize, and my chickpeas are just starting to get a little bit brown, which is what we need. Pinch of salt. I'm going to put a little bit of pepper, because why not? I love pepper. Oops. It needs to be washed anyway. I'm doing the dishes, don't worry. I'm not gonna make a mess and have my wife do that. It's not fair. She cleans up after herself. She's very good at that. So I clean up after myself. I'm gonna do one different thing here for my the creator put in Rainbow Plant Life put in chili pods that were dry that she cut up. I'm just gonna use a chili flake. One thing I need to add to this is a little bit of garlic, so I'm going to grab another clove. There we go, that's perfect. Just needed to give it a little smush to get the paper off. Actually, I have two. Let me just go ahead and use this one, because I think that's all I need. Use my garlic press. Man, that's fantastic. This thing was relatively expensive for what it is, and it's a single, you can probably figure out other uses for it, but it might be a single-use tool. Don't tell Alton Brown, but boy, it makes it perfect. So we're coming up on the end of our chickpeas. Let's give this a quick stir. This is done. This can go over here. Again, I'm cleaning up the mess, so not a big deal. Whatever little bit of water that was left in my in the chickpeas is popping. So I'm gonna use about 70% of it and give it a nice little smear on my plate. And I'll use that spoon. I'll cover that up and use that for something else. All right, we have our little smear of our yogurt sauce that we made. Oops. All right, I made too much. That's fine. We'll figure out another use for that. It smells too good to put it to let it go to waste. Back to where we started. Have our plate here. I think it looks pretty. I don't want to lean it over. There goes my dinner. Could you imagine I get through all that and then I just two things. I lost my dinner and I got a big mess to clean up. So it smells really nice. Let's get a good bite with a little bit of everything, some breadcrumbs, some of that yogurt sauce, and a nice heaping portion of our chickpeas with a little shallot hanging off there. Shout out to Rainbow Plant Life. Wow. And that's without the bread. She did it with a piece of sourdough. I haven't made sourdough in about a month. I was making it there for a little while, but I'm trying to change up my diet a little bit. This is, wow. I've never made anything like this, and I will make this again. Holy cow, this is good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is good. Oh, wow. That's exciting. That's exciting to see a recipe, replicate it, and it's really good. Oh wow. Wow. Let me take a picture of that. Because if you don't take a picture of it, it doesn't exist. This is fantastic. Wow. So, chickpeas with a yogurt sauce, breadcrumbs, seasoned with parsley. Wow. This is my dinner I'm going to eat. Wow. This was, oh, I'm just floored by how good it is. This is amazing.